Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 3 of the Sasha and Friends show. I have one of my close friends, my best friend, Mohit Singh, on the show. You may have heard of him. He was on I talked about him on episode 2. Say hi, Mohit.
No.
Okay, beautiful. Just as I expected. How are you on this fine evening, good sir?
I was pretty good before I was talking to you, but yeah, it's all good. It's alright.
You're still ugly, and that's why no female will ever date you. Anyway!
Did anyone ask?
No, nobody asked. This is a bit weird. We're using Discord to record this episode. Get used to it because I can't see my friends in real life due to MF quarantine, so we straight vibing.
They also just don't want to see you as well. That's also...
Yeah, that's also a huge factor of it. But, the original idea of this podcast was that I get my friends on it and slowly we develop a large sort of, group, and then eventually we have all of them on together in the one episode. So this Mohit's, one of my best friends of all time. I went to America with him. He's pretty gay. Also, hit him up, guys. So I thought it would only be fair to have him on first. So we're going to talk about, our kind of special friendship and where it all started. So 2 years ago, we met in James Ann College because we were both studying to get into the school that we both go to now. What were your first impressions of me, Mohit Singh?
I didn't know, actually. The thing was, with James Ann, I didn't go there for too long. I literally just went for like 2 or 3 lessons.
True, you joined in right at the end.
Yeah, because I was just worried that I'm not going to get into John Monash, so I wanted to secure myself. But first impressions, honestly, I think I remember your phone case for your Samsung Galaxy.
Yep.
And then, I remember you having Twilight on your phone as well. And yeah, you were just like the meme guy. It was funny because in class, they would be getting upset and you'd just be showing us memes. It was quality. It was pretty good.
And
and that you were fat.
Yeah, a lot of kids bullied me, but it's okay. That's half my personality.
Bullied is your personality. That's sad. That's very sad.
I think when we really started to become friends is the whole good need. It was a class full of half, try hard white kids because they knew they wouldn't get in. The other, quarter was Indians that knew they could get in, but parents forced them to go there. And the other half was actual Asians that parents would, beat their children. So it was a solid mix of a class. So all the Indians and me, I'm an honorary Indian, so obviously I got thrown into the mix. We all started to become nerds and joke around, and this kid that I went to primary school with was in this course to get into the new school. He didn't get in, by the way, haha, sucked in, but
Nah.
The only reason he didn't get in is because I am white and whites are underrepresented in the John Monash community, so we both know that's true. I only got in because I'm white. That's half the reason.
Why am I here?
Why are you here? Go home. Didn't ask. Go back to your own country, okay?
What do you mean go home? It is quarantine, you idiot. I am at home.
But so this kid named Gunnit, or that's what we called him. And we just showed him his name.
That was his name as well.
That was actually his name, but we always just joked around and went, Gunnit! So we went to this course. I only saw you for 3 weeks, but I was like, yo, this kid is cool. He's my friend if he gets in. No, if I got in, actually. I knew you would get in. There was no way I was getting in. That's on God, Ja.
Indian Ja. Okay.
But then we started talking on Instagram a little. Not too much, but a little bit of...
Just here and there.
Haha, funny meme, here's this. And you'd be like, oh, okay. We were normal. We talked like normal people. We weren't like, haha, you're brown, EXO.
Normal.
And then we both found out that we both got into John Monash, and that's when, you know, our friendship really went like maths.
Stonk.
Mohit better, Sasha better. So we really started, you know, becoming close, and we, right before orientation camp, so our school, to try and, you know, connect, because everyone's coming from different schools, in order to try and connect us all together, they have this orientation program where we go onto the university campus and we spend a few nights there doing activities to get to know each other. So our texting also went like, because we both DM'd each other, yo, did you get in? Did you get in? We both went, yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And
then we met at the James and interview thing, the little lesson. No.
it was
I think the first time after the test we met up. That was like our first real life meetup after like our actual tutoring, when it was the thing for the interview, yeah. And that was so stupid.
That was
we
funny.
were the stupidest there, yeah. And then yeah, the DM thing. Are we gonna speak about Bob's your uncle, by the way? Because that happened before.
Oh, true. We should do that also. Yeah, you should have added that in the document. But anyway, Mohit's unprepared as always.
It's your thing, okay? It's not my fault. You're fat. Shut up. No.
So yeah, actually, I'm right. Let's go. Let's re-edit that timeline. We unknowingly met up on one of the exhibition nights. And the way that it worked, luckily we were just like chosen, is that they have two groups, and the two groups do the opposite things. So one group does the presentation first, and the other group gets to walk around and look at the subjects. Luckily, we both had tickets for the walking around group first.
I'm just white. That's what
we all know that you're white inside. 13,
I'm a coconut.
13-year-old.
Like, brown on the outside, white on the inside.
Anti-coconut. You're white chocolate. No, I don't know how that works. Don't question it.
No, you're just retarded.
You're a coconut gone white face. So
anti-Trudeau.
Anti-Trudeau, yeah.
Yeah. Only some will get that.
Well, politics, yes. Oh.
Yeah, that's in politics.
Anyway, let's go back to what we were talking about, which is we both met up on the exhibition night, and that was so stupid. You told my mum that I was teaching you Russian swear words.
Oh, it was
Explain yourself.
Thing. It was so literally, it was like, I'm like, oh, cool, Sasha has a mom. Yeah, okay, sure. And then it was like, he's Russian. I know suka, I know bled. And surely I say suka bled to his mom. So I just go up to her and I'm like, so, you know, me and Sasha, we're friends. And like, he's been teaching me some Russian. And then I'm like, suka bled. The look on her face was quality. It was gold.
And then she's like, yo, are you teaching him this? And I'm like, mother. No swearing. Yeah, it's a Christian channel. Yes. Christian channel. No swearing.
Christian Minecraft server, please.
YouTube, please monetize me, even though I don't have enough for monetization.
Stonk.
So that's when we first really met. And then, you know, back to the story, we started DMing each other. No way, we both got in. That's epic. And then, you know, orientation camp. And then I think where it really started is the banana trick. The banana magic trick.
Oh, that was so stupid.
So there was a talent show held one evening, and we had an act, or I came up with the act. I needed another person, and I was like, surely Mohit.
Yeah, just like basically deep throat a banana in front of about 200 other kids who got selected into a science school.
Yeah, we're normal. We swear. Actually, no one at John Monash is normal. Like, name a normal person. You can't. That's it. You know I'm right, though.
Yeah, you're right. You're actually right.
No one at our school is, like, would fit into a crowd. Like, you can have a crowd of, like, 100 people, have one John Monash person, and you'd be like, I know for a fact that that's the John Monash kid.
That kid is special.
Exactly.
Because that's John Monash special school, you know. This kid is special.
So you just take one look at Mohit, and you're like, 100%. It's him.
Mm.
Uno reverse.
Oh god.
So we had a magic trick act on this talent show, and basically what it was is two $5 notes, one of which they both have a signature, but the whole point of the thing was I randomly choose someone from the crowd, and this $5 note, Mohit signs it with his signature, and it's the only one of that kind of note. Oh, dude, some people still ask me to this day how I did the magic trick. Like,
I think that
it's not that bad. It's not that, like, complex.
It really isn't. You put a hole in a banana, shove down a note that you just put a second signature on, like.
And then I randomly choose Mohit from the crowd, and he comes up and he signs a signature in front of everyone, and we get, witnesses in the front row to be like, is this his signature? Which obviously it's his signature. Like, no way, really? He signed it.
No.
And then, like,
the funny thing is, like, we're hanging out all of camp together, and then it's like, yes, I am the random chosen one.
True. That's so true. We literally spent almost, like, every time I could talk to you, I did talk to you.
Yeah, literally.
So, we then, like, there's a banana, and obviously no one's expecting money inside of a banana except for the people that put the note in the banana prior to the act.
And you can get money for, like, sucking the banana. I mean,
that's what you do on your weekends, obviously. Most Indians do Uber Eats. You're just
I only learn from the finest.
Which is who? Your dad?
Too bad I've got two moms.
So then, we open this banana, Mohit's eating this, like, literally, like, because it's a longish banana, and the note is in the middle. So Mohit had to, like, bite off, like, a solid 5-centimeter chunk of a banana. You just have to go in, bite it, and then bite into the note, obviously, make it look inconspicuous. But obviously, it's like a long-ass banana, so Mohit's then is just like, tries to bite this banana.
Oh, it's so stupid.
And I can't believe people didn't realize that I, like, messed with before the act. Some people were like, oh my god, it's magic. Like, no, it's not.
Like, no. You go to a science school. How are you saying these things?
Oh, and then the other most memorable thing is the whole Sony engineering, which is funny because you're wearing the exact same headset.
Yeah.
Because we had...
That was, the thing is, that was, like, much later down the track in terms of, like, when we started the Sony engineering track. Like, that was semester 2.
No, it wasn't. I swear it was...
Really?
I swear, because we had cabins... that's what I was about to say, is that we had cabins next to each other on the orientation camp. And when I came into your room for the first time to listen to music, I swear that's when I started it.
Yeah, because I remember listening to your headphones as well, and you played some beats, and I was like, yeah, damn, these have some bass.
Yeah, because I love bass. Fun fact. Hit me up if you're a bassist. I'm joking. I'm taken by my heat. But
You're so special. You're so special.
My headphones, my Audio Technicas had a lot more bass than yours did, and yours was mostly like upper, like treble and higher. And I was like, haha, no bass, Sony engineering bad. And it's just been a running joke for like so long now, because you've had those headphones for
literally.
They're good headphones, but still.
They're actually, Sony engineering.
Then we started school. We had all of year 10 we spent like almost together basically. Except for when I tried to branch out to, other friend groups that wouldn't accept me, but
it was I can't speak. I'm especially So I remember when we found out, we were so excited. We were like, oh my god, what mental group are you? What class are you? And it was like, we're both in the exact same mental and the exact same class. It was the best thing to happen.
It could not have been better.
Yeah, literally. Like,
because right at the end of camp,
thing together.
Right at the end of camp, we went back to the school, and all of the windows had our classes and all of our mentor groups, and I'm like, looking through mine, find my name, and I'm like, okay, who else is in my class that like I know?
Yeah.
I scroll like right after me. Aha, Mohit. Gilde HAR.
Oh my god.
That was a good
a
meme.
thing. I can't believe that actually like lasted to the end of the year.
I know,
'Cause, like,
it took so
every single
long.
time. Like, because anytime we would have a different teacher like come in as a sub or anything, it would just be revived again. Like it just would. It's so stupid.
Because every teacher would mark the roll and they'd be like, hard Mohit, and you're just like, no, sorry. Gilde HAR.
No.
But so we had like all of our classes together, and it was so special because do you remember IRP? And we did the exact same thing.
Yeah. We did the exact same thing. Yeah, it was so stupid. God, I remember like both of us just going up to Mr. Buckfin and like hi, we're doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We had a lot of good moments. The whole supercomputing thing that we went on together was like such an awesome experience, right? Because like
it was like the best thing hands down that has happened. Like at least it places itself top 3 in like my life, and definitely like 100% top in like the last 5 years.
Damn, top 3 in your life. What beats me? That's my question.
Fam, I came on a boat.
Go back.
No, literally no.
Still looking for who asked.
Yes, looking at your watch for who asked.
Well, yeah, someone DM'd me. They're like, "Yo, when did I ask?" So the reason supercomputing was so like awesome is because the probability of both of us getting into the school is like relatively low. Like to get into the school, it's low because the way it works is 1,000 kids take the test, only 400 get into.
It was 1,300, I think. Our year it was 1,300 because like I remember choosing on orientation when I said to go to your mom. He was like, "This is the highest number of students that we've had apply this year," which was, he said, like 1,200 something or 1,300 something. So it was quite a bit.
Damn, I didn't know that. So yeah, like 1,000 plus kids apply and sit a selective like test, and then they choose the top of those and give them an interview to see that they're not like too weird. Like they can be a little weird, but not like hella weird. Hella weird, we don't accept.
But there's some pretty weird kids at the school. You gotta admit. Like,
no cap.
Even us. Like,
just name names.
Like,
let's just go through a hit list of Mohit saying number
Alexander,
one.
Sasha, Malik,
we did the exact same joke.
Great minds think alike.
In Russian, it's actually terrible minds think alike, which in our case is much more accurate.
I agree. Yeah. But yeah, about half of the like 1,300 or so was selected for the interview, and from that, I think our cohort was 208.
208, I think, yeah, something like that.
208.
So
and obviously people left like throughout the year.
Yeah, so it became even smaller. So only like, I don't know what percentage of that. I can't do maths given my method scores, but Mohit, you do algorithmics and stuff. You should do the maths on that real quick.
Oh, what percent? Oh, and so, yeah, that's basically what 20%. Because
see, look at this brown man.
200 make it in 20%. About 20%, yeah.
He's gonna be someone's landlord one day, but anyway.
Yours.
Probably. I'm making a podcast. You're out here studying, like.
We're gonna make them stonks.
Someone sponsor me, please.
No, please don't sponsor this kid. You'll lose customers. No.
So then, yeah. So getting into our school is relatively hard, but then getting into supercomputing itself is insanely difficult. Like, it's a similar sort of process. You put in an application, some certain amount. We don't know how many people actually signed up for it.
Oh, I think I was talking, I forgot who it was. I think it was around 50 that applied, and of those, like about 15 got to the
Yeah, to the
interview stage,
interview.
I think. Yeah.
So then, only a certain amount on the interview, and then only 4 get into the actual trip. So
Yeah.
it took so long, by the way, like the timing between each phase. So we handed in our applications early, around this time last year, actually, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. It was term two because I think like the first assembly term two, they like no. I think term one, like as we presented our like supercomputing presentations, they did it, and then by the
End of
I
term
think
1.
end of term one, yeah,
Yeah.
they pushed out the applications, but they didn't do that this year, obviously Corona. But yeah, I think we had to get it submitted by like middle of term two, early term two,
So
somewhere around
so
there.
then we get it submitted. Then I think it was like 2-3 weeks later we had the actual interview. No, actually it was like the week after.
It was pretty quick for the interview thing. That was surprising, but then like the actual decision took months.
Yeah.
Like,
So and then we only got the email saying that we got in was like late July.
mm, no, I think it was later on.
It could have been August almost.
You know what? I've got my laptop right in front of me. I can
Do the
yeah, just
maths.
continue speaking.
So
No, it's called doing a Gmail search, you idiot.
So the probability of both of us getting in was like we almost like straight up knew that it wouldn't happen. Like
Very low.
we were both like before the thing like, man, I really hope we both get in, but honestly, given the numbers and the chance, we probably won't. Which, in an alternate universe, that would have been kind of lame, but in this universe, that's hella epic. Minus, all the deaths,
so,
corona, and poverty.
yeah. So I've got my emails pulled up, and it's like we sent our applications to each other on the 18th of June, 2019,
Nice.
and then interview. I got the email for the interview 19th of June. Wait, hold on. Yeah,
Hold
I
up.
got the email from Mr. Horn 19th of June, and then uh, um yeah, it was July.
Yeah.
Yeah, July. And then all the visa emails after that.
Yeah, exactly. But it took visa emails for you, haha, sucked in.
So I just need to put a light for my face because it
But
blended
yeah,
with the darkness.
we were waiting for a month to get an acceptance letter or like a rejection letter, and we were both like, "Yo, if we both get in, this is awesome." But also simultaneously, we're like, "Dude, if one of us doesn't get in, it's gonna be such a bad time."
I know. And we straight up had the expectation. I didn't think at all that both of us would get in, because
Neither.
it was just like it was crazy because I'm like, there's no way, the chances are simply too low. Like I did the math on it, and like from the time of us meeting at James Ann to like being into the same mentor, same class, and then going to supercomputing together was like 0.0 something percent. It was crazy.
It's low.
Literally.
It's hella low.
Like hella low.
It's honestly crazy to think about, like everything that we've been together for. Like we've been, like God was like, "Yo, these two MFs
together, like we're in a relationship."
Facts. Dude, I'm pretty sure it's fate. Honestly, I don't think maths says it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, very very low chance, like it should have. Yeah.
But we waited a month, and every day would be like every day we had school would be like, "Did you get anything? Did you get anything?" Like to each other, and then we'd be like, "No," and then we'd be like, "We need something," because honestly, like waiting was the most painful bit about all of it.
It was. It really was.
So then, after we got the, sorry, go on.
No, you go.
After we got the acceptance letter, it was just a rush to get all of our documents sorted, because you had to get your visa sorted, I had to get my passport, like my legitimate passport sorted, so it was a bit painful for both of us, but more for you, Anyway, you were gonna say?
Yeah, very painful. I was gonna say, I forgot now, I think. Yeah, I forgot.
So then it was after July. Our trip was in November, so it was a really long wait. And honestly, that was the most painful part of it, is just waiting.
But the thing is, it was good, because if there wasn't that big of a gap, I wouldn't have, like, straight up been able to go, because I think I got my visa at the start of November.
That's true.
Like literally, like, you know.
I thought you were going to say something sentimental, like it wouldn't have been as good, which is, you know, also part of it, but like...
Yeah, obviously it wouldn't have been as good, like, we wouldn't have been together, and, like, it would have been just 3 people, or they would have, like, how were they going to get a 4th person to, like, you know, get everything, the documentation and, like, the payment done in literally, like, 2 weeks.
True.
You know, because then it would have just been 3 people, and I think if it was 3 people, and, like, you and me went on it, like, I can't... Nothing against the other 2, like Liam and Vidanj. I just think
you didn't have to say their names.
No, like, the viewers are from our school, they know.
True.
Know. But what was that? I just feel like the thing we had, not as in adding to the trip as a whole, but like adding to the trip more for us,
each other,
like, you know, you and me, like it just would have been so different. Like you see, that's why I said there's nothing against them that I'm saying, right? It's just for us.
Okay, sexist hater.
Sexist. We're all. Oh yeah. Oh my god. We have so many jokes from Supercoding. It's beyond real.
But it was crazy, dude. In the airport. So fast forward, however many months it is to November. I'm slow. We get to the airport, or I get to the airport at least, and I'm in Qantas Lounge where they told us to meet, and I'm just waiting around. And I like, yo, where's Bia Bonson and where's my boy Liam, who was there like ages ago? I find them, then Vidanj comes, and then we're waiting. The time for when we agreed to meet had already passed. Mohit is nowhere to be seen. So I text Mohit, where are you? He's like, lol, running late, I'm about 20 minutes away. This guy lives 20 minutes away from the airport. The rest of us live like an hour minimum away from the airport. He's literally like a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
But, you know, we get on the plane and we mess around. The plane was great, honestly. The plane there...
Oh, we got bomb tested before getting on the plane.
Well,
like, this guy just pulls us over, and I'm like thinking in my head, I'm like, it's already started. Like, the prophecy is being fulfilled.
True, we literally just had our passes scanned. We didn't even go through anything yet. And they're like...
Nothing, yeah.
Mohit Singh, you have a turban.
No, but I think in Australia, it wasn't as, like, racially intended. We just had, like, you know, proper backpacks on, and, like, you know, we were in a decent group.
He also... Yeah, no, in Australia, they took the group. At least they were like... We're going to pretend not to be racist. They took us as a group. In the US, they're like, you have a turban, sir.
Yeah, straight up. Every single, like, I think, other than Denver, on the way out of Denver, there wasn't any testing, but, like, way in on LA, way out on LA, and then way out from Denver, every single time I got swab tested for a bomb. Like,
turban.
This, I'm not joking. The racism was real.
So we got on the plane and we just spent the whole time on the plane watching like Patriot Act, or like most of it, and you drinking soy milk.
Was sick. Surely that was, oh my god. I spilled the soy milk all over myself. If you guys don't remember from the video, like it was so stupid.
I might chuck in a clip of you spilling soy milk.
Yeah.
But
insert here. Insert here.
You spilled all over like your laptop and the table, and the most painful thing watching back that video was you put, instead of just drinking the soy milk, you had it like here already ready to drink. You put it back on the table, wiped everything, then drank it again.
Like you mentioned, I'm special.
I know. We're special. It's okay. Yeah. We're special together. That's all that matters.
Oh, and this kid is more special because we had planned. We were like, oh yeah, because we're big brain, right? We were like, let's not watch things separately. Let's watch them like first let's watch on like say your laptop, then we'll watch on like my laptop, yeah. Because obviously then overall we'd have twice the amount of time we'd be watching. And then he brought along this dongle where like it split the audio. But that dongle, MF had Corona before Corona was a thing. Like, I kid you not, it would, the audio sounded like it had cancer.
Yeah, it 100%
We had to move it every few seconds just to like get it right.
I agree. That was terrible, but like we straight vibing now.
Oh, and just another thing. Remember when I think this was on the way to LA where we were like looking for stuff to watch on my laptop. You just saw this one picture on my desktop.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a picture I took for the US Embassy, right? You just opened it and then zoomed in, and it made me look like, you know, Hide the Pain Harold.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Straight up what my favorite.
You were just like you had a tear in your eye. I zoomed in on that. And then...
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't even know what that photo would be of. Like, what's the context to that, Mohit Singh?
Okay, so, okay, story time. When I was applying for my US visa, right? It was, during, in the application, other than all the questions are you a terrorist? Are you a terrorist later? Are you a terrorist?
Beautiful
are you
questions.
A terrorist? Oh, and did I forget? Are you a terrorist? Aside from those questions,
do you traffic? Do you traffic top baby soldiers?
Yeah. I might be able to find those pictures somewhere. But yeah, literally, do you train like
child soldiers?
An army, like yeah, like, and do you traffic them? I'm like, okay.
Are you a political enemy to the United States of America?
Yeah. Are you like affiliated with any like terrorist group?
Are you Al Qaeda? The whole of Al Qaeda.
Pretty much. But moving on to the actual thing. So at the end of the application, they were like, put up a photo, right, that fits the US photo specifications, and they were like, just take a photo. So that was the photo my mom took of me against the wall, right? And then I had put my uniform back on just to like look half decent.
Right.
And that day, I don't know, I think it was a big sad day. Something had happened or something. Yes, I was like not in the mood, but then I was like, I need to get this done because like I might not be making it to the US, right?
True.
I think that's why I looked a big sad.
Yeah, no, it was so stressful for you with all of the documentation, like.
Oh, it sure was, and they kept on like, you know, pushing back the interview date for like when they were going to interview for me for the visa. But then the funny thing is, literally less than 48 hours after the interview, I had the visa.
Yeah, it was so stressful leading up to it, and then as soon as it happened, you got it like
instantly. Yeah.
But pretty unepic. So then, you know, we got to Denver. It was really funny because we were at the baggage carousel and we all got our things, and Vedansh was still waiting.
Oh, Vedansh. That was the funniest thing. Yeah.
We're at the baggage carousel. All of these, like, you know, people's shit is moving around on this carousel. And Vedansh is like, I've literally been here 15 minutes, watched some random dude's luggage, like, go around ages and ages, and my stuff isn't here. So then Miss Chia Johnson went, Omae wa mu nan desu ka? And she just like finds some poor like minimum wage worker, and she's just like, I need it. We are a group. We're not leaving until we get it. And then it's like, it's not here. Lol, still in LA. And we're like, haha, sucked in Vedansh. That's what you get for being a beta male.
Can we mention the fact that we have, I think, at least 3 different names for Miss Chid? Like, would you mind telling the name your mom has, like, you know, bestowed upon Chia Johnson?
Ching Chong.
The most derogatory term for a straight up Asian person. Like, Ching Chong. What's Ching Chong's number? Wasn't that the text you got?
Yeah, that was the text. Also, my mum texted you airport security advice. Do you remember what it was?
No,
Tell the
the
security
thing is,
guard we're the 7-Eleven people, not the 9/11 people.
oh yeah. That was. I kid you not. I continued making that joke until this. I still make it literally. Like at our lockers, I'll just be like, I think I said it's like Zachy, like, oh, I'm the 7-Eleven man, not the 9/11 man.
9/11
You
man.
have no need to be afraid, you know. And then, Chica Johnson, yeah,
Yeah, that you
that
came up with that though.
yes, the brain tumor. Yeah.
And then we had Uber Eats every night, like in the hotels.
3 a.m.
IHOP.
3 a.m.
IHOP though.
IHOB.
IHOP. It actually is IHOP.
Yeah. Oh, can we talk about like our trip from Denver Airport to our to
the
our
lady?
hotel? Because that was
Oh no,
no
the car.
the fact that the car did
Yeah.
not have enough space for everyone. We were literally like
Crammed
we
side
were
by
like
side.
yeah, and it was the thing was the thinnest person, Mr. Johnson, was at the front, and then the fattest kid, this kid here, the whitest
No, this
one,
kid
was
here.
back here.
No, but to be honest, if Miss Cheer Johnson was in the back seat, she would die. Like straight up, we would crush her to
She
death.
would. We were like so tightly packed. It was crazy.
It was all Mohit's fault. His thick also. He just doesn't want to admit it.
Have you seen this booty? Yeah.
It was really good actually. Like the actual convention itself.
It was for sure.
Alright, look.
Do you slowly see my background just like fading into the darker
Turning
place?
black,
Like,
yeah, you're still white though, so it's okay.
yeah, because I'm using my
Your
laptop
laptop.
screen as yeah.
Look, honestly, I think I've talked enough about supercomputing. Let's move into my epic. Oh, okay, he's just gone. Turn it back. There we go. Better. We're gonna talk about our music or the music that we like, which, funnily enough, is Logic and Baby No Money. It's really interesting though because you got me into Baby No Money and I got you into Logic. So it's sort of like a this is a crossover episode, everyone. Fun fact.
Yeah. The thing was, I think the way I started talking about Baby No Money was because we had the common ground of Fits. And the way I discovered Baby No Money was I discovered Baby No Money ages ago, like back in 2017. And it was like he was so small back then.
True.
And he was it was in I think Cryos' intro, John's in no outro, sorry, yeah. And then I was just like, damn, this is a bop. And then I go to the description and it's a SoundCloud link. And at the time I was like a massive SoundCloud fan. I'd listened to I use SoundCloud way more than Spotify, which is the opposite now.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I discovered Baby No Money and was a big fan. And then I think we were just talking about Fits one day. And yeah, and then it just ended up on Baby No Money. I think before I told you about Baby No Money, you had told me about Logic.
Yeah, because during the orientation camp, we listened to Keanu Reeves. That was like our bop.
Like absolute bop. Yeah, it was our proper.
It was our bop. Communist.
Comrade.
Yeah, I knew you were going for that.
Yeah. No, but I swear I had that song on repeat for so long. It was so.
And then we sort of, both went into like, Logic's old stuff is way better than his new stuff. Or not, I wouldn't say way better, but it's like very different,
It's I feel like his old stuff is way more personal, and it's just like, that's what gives it that different feeling, because I know when I'm like listening to Keanu Reeves, I like the song, but I don't have as much focus on the lyrics, whereas if we
Under Pressure.
Under Pressure, yeah. Whenever I'm listening to that album, which is like we both like literally go to it every few weeks.
Oh my god,
it's so good. It's like it's timeless. I just don't get old of it. Sick of it, sorry. And yeah, it's like his older music is like I pay attention to the lyrics and I'm like, it seems like he's basically he's telling me about his life, and that's just like a cool thing that I like about specific rappers like Logic, which like rap not just drugs, girls, money, and that shit, but it's like
which is
it's got some sort of like sentiment to it.
Yeah, which is kind of what he's shifted to like now, because that's most of, I wouldn't say most of, but it's a large part of his current music, because like Keanu Reeves is bitch, I'm the one, like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And it sort of shifted to the more like rap now is just like, haha, I fuck girls, like.
Yeah.
Old Logic is.
I mean, you don't. You're a virgin, but yeah.
Old Logic is like actually talking about his struggles in the hood, him being poor, him not having like anything really, which is something that a lot of us can probably relate to. Like not directly being in that situation, but I think everyone in their lives has had like a little bit of that, of even if it's not necessarily like money or anything like that. It's like, oh no, none of my friends like me, or oh, I have no one, or
no. That's just you. That's just you.
See, and this is why I don't talk about my emotions to Mohit. Because he'll just be like, haha, just you X. I'll be like, I'll just DM him one day like, oh, I'm feeling down. It's like, haha, you're gay, didn't ask.
But the thing is, you don't feel down after that, because you're like, we stop being retarded again. It's so good.
You can't say that word. Oh, dude,
what are you gonna do? Break my kneecaps?
I can't do that. Quarantine really be stopping me from abusing Mohit.
Facts.
I haven't spanked you in like 2 weeks now. This is kind of not fair.
Longer than 2 weeks. It's what?
Oh yeah, true. I haven't seen you since last
4
time.
weeks now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big sad. Not gonna lie.
Math, you're sad.
Like we're just staring at the webcam at each other.
I know. It's an issue.
Baby No Money is kind of more of what like the modern rap is, where it's like talk about girls and stuff, but he does it in a creative way.
Yeah, I feel like he's just got his own genre. Like, I don't know. I know his rap. I just call it white rap.
Yeah.
Like, even the Logic is white. Him and like Young Gravy, they just have this like specific style, which is just so different. I feel like there's maybe only one other artist that I've seen that have got a similar style, and that's Y2K.
Oh, true. Y2K has a very similar style.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Baby No Money has a like very interesting style where he sort of introduces what he talks about before he talks about, like Whip a Tesla. You click on it, you're like, yo, haha, he's gonna talk about cars, but it's like, how many bitches can I fit in my Tesla? And he crosses it over. So the second crossover episode is between Baby No Money and bitches. So like,
I am the darkness.
Okay, Mohit, thank you. Okay, I think we've covered pretty much everything that we wanted to talk about.
But honestly, if you knew us, you would know that there's like so many more things.
Yeah, but we can't have a 5-hour-long episode. No one would listen, so
yeah.
Save it for next time, Mohit. Didn't ask. Go home. You're brown.
Yeah.
Nice turban, EXO.
Did I ask? Literally no one asked.
Alright, so I think we're going to wrap up the episode there. Thank you for tuning in. Check out my Instagram. Check out Contour Education by our lads. They wanted a shout out. They're getting a shout out. Link in bio. You're making me echo. This sucks. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day, everybody.